Good evening, Tightliners, and welcome back to the channel. Find us tonight on the Winnies Worms match. I'm fishing next to Kay here. On the other side of Kay, we've got Nige.
Good evening.
And then we've got, who do we say we got over here again?
Dave, Wally to our
Dave,
left and Winnie.
Dave, Wally, and the other one as well. His mate.
Ray Wheeler.
Ray Wheeler. And then Winnie, Steve's here. Guy from Nevins here again. And anyway, we're on Llanddona beach. No big secrets. We're on the beach. First bait, literally just gone in the water. And hopefully there'll be some silvers in there tonight. There's a little surf. Not as big as I would have liked it to be. But there is a bit of a surf. Right, so targets, like I said, bass, flounder. There should be a few dogs. And obviously there might be a few whiting or two as well. And who knows, there might be a stray ray or two as well. Anyway, so that's where we're at. We're fishing 7 till 11 on the flooding tide. So we're going to have to start moving up the tide, up the beach in a minute now. It's a very flat beach. I fished here about 3 or 4 times in the past. Have caught fish every time, but nothing spectacular apart from one session where me and Nate had a really good session on the hounds in the summer. I don't think that's going to happen tonight. Anyway, we can only give it a go. I got sauce ar rwbath fel yr arfer, mi ddoi chi'n dol. Right, so the rig I put out there at the moment is a Portsmouth loop rig. But what I've done differently with it today is that I've put a pennel rig on the bottom. Only 2 O's. Yeah, only 2 O's. Big mouths from Limitless. Hang on a minute, what's going on? Is that okay? No. Seeing things. Yeah, and then obviously the other rigs I'm going to be using are my usual up and overs, and the other rig is a 3-hooked loop. Right, so on 2 of them I'm trying with a grip, but on this one I'm going to try with the pyramid lead. So on this one it's got slightly smaller hooks for the whiting and possibly some flounder. Right, so that's the tactics. Raglan being the bait of choice at the moment. I've got some black lug. I've also got sandeel. And 1 mackerel, if it does become a whiting fest. Right, let's get back watching the rod. I think what I'll do is I'll have the baits in for 15 minutes maximum to start with, and check the bait regular. Let's see what happens. Normal chydig. Right, so the first one came in after 15 minutes. Bait hadn't been touched. A little bit of weed. Weed attached to some empty razor clamshells. So yeah, that's what it's like at the moment. Still very early. Still, it's only 7:30. We got until 11. Somebody somewhere has got to get a fish. And now we got all this horrible fine rain coming down. So what I might have to do is put the camera away for a bit and just bring you back when I can. Anyway, I know lots of rods. I go back to the rods. I got sauce rwbath, ddoi chi'n dol. Well guys, it's slow. It's now, what is it? 10 past 8. and I haven't had the bite yet. Neither has Kay, neither has Nige, neither have the two guys next to me here. But Winnie, fishing 3 rods up, has had a double shot of whiting. Anyway, the neck is slow. Not far off the top of the beach now. High water's round about 25 to 11, so we'll have 25 minutes on the ebb after. Right, I've got an up and over on there now. Usual up and overs with my 3/0 hooks, and just hoping that there'll be a good bass in there, or even a dogfish that'll take the ragworm. Next bait going out is blow lug on the bottom hook and the combination of sand eel and ragworm on the top two. This is very poor. Raining and no fish. Not exactly what we want at all. Right, anyway. Very poor. Os oes rhywbeth fel yr arfer, mi ddoi chi'n dod. Well guys, fishing 2 hours now. Still not a single bite. At least the rain stopped for a bit anyway. Getting really hot underneath there as well. Wow. Yeah. I know Dave Wally's had a couple of whiting. Winnie's had 3. Steve's had at least 1 last time we spoke to him. But nothing down here, the 3 of us, or the last 4 people along the beach here has got nothing. So now what I put out is size 5 pint hooks, little bits of black lurk on them all, and just belted it out as far as I can. It seems as if there's only whiting in there. Should have by now with the baits that I've been putting out. If there was any bass there, should have picked them up by now. I'll have another go in a bit again, obviously. But yeah, thoroughly rubbish at the moment, guys. Anyway, os oes rhywbeth fel yr arfer, ddoi chi'n dod. Okay. Hey, double shot. And there we are, guys. Okay, with a double shot of things.
Never thought I'd be scratching
that on mackerel, yeah?
Scratching on mackerel in Llanddona.
Yeah, right. And just before that as well, Nigel had a doggy. So, I'm the only one who hasn't caught from the 3 of us yet. Got to do something about that. Pretty sharpish, haven't I? So, next baits I've got prepared is a 3-hook scratcher with mackerel baits. Wow. Didn't expect to be scratching here. I was hoping that we would have had a few bass by now. Conditions are not brilliant. It's a bit flat. All week we've been looking at the weather forecast and we've had northerly winds, hence the session we had on Wednesday night out on the rocks. And then yesterday, late last night, it swung all the way around to southerly winds. Flattened this out. But this is it. We got to do the best we can and try and winkle out a fish or 2. Anyway, another hour and 50 minutes to go. Not looking good. Not enough for day. Right guys, I'm off the mark. 23 centimetre whiting, and before I even showed it to the camera, I flung it back in. And we're going to start catching a few more fish now. Like I was saying, whiting isn't what I was hoping for coming to this beach. Anyway, normal footing. Right guys, so the rig that worked was the 3-hook with the loop on the bottom and black lug baits like that on, like I said, size 5 pint hooks. Just little bits of black lug like that. This one's going out again next. So I've got one out there now. Another loop rig, like similar to that one, but all with mackerel baits. Be nice to get a triple head of dogs now. No, it's not likely to happen though. Don't seem to be many dogfish around at the moment. But I'm feeling happier now that I'm carding a fish at least. Right, what I would like though, if I'm whiting as the nominated fish tonight, a couple of whitings similar to the ones I had on Wednesday night would be brilliant. They were 35 centimetres they were. Anyway, let's get back to watching the rods. Normal footing. Right guys, my second fish of the session, a shore rockling. Not disappointed to see that because that's species number 17 for the hunt. Anyway, I put our bigger bait again now, hoping that there might be a bass or two in there still. I get this unhooked, get it photographed for the specimen, get it measured. Not that it's going to make any difference to this match at the moment, because unless nobody's caught any other type of fish, this could be the longest fish, guys. I don't think that'll happen though. Because dogfish don't count, remember. Anyway, I get this measured, get it photographed, and get it back. Normal footing. Right guys, my camera light is dying, so a double shot of whiting there now, 17 and a 27. We'll do the maths in a minute. Let's get these through the lead. It's amazing how they've waited until now to appear. Right. Oh my god, you can't see anything. I'll do something about that. Normal footing.
Mr. Wheeler, Upton, 234. You're welcome. And then the longest fish and the nominated fish is won by Mr. 32 whiting.
Don't know.
3/4 next one. 2
When?
weeks.
When's the club come starting?
Mid-March, the end of March.
Right guys, so that was the end of that one.
Thank God.
Losing the light. That's about the most light you're going to get. Anyway, so we've decided that we are going to try a local mark in Trailer Bay before heading off home. So anyway, next time you see us, we'll be on another mark. Hopefully we'll try and get some fish, because that was awful.
I need to catch some, yeah.
Normal kid. Right guys, so we're at our new venue. Kay and herself and Nigel's here with us as well. So first bait's gone in the water, up and over with ragworm, and a 3-hook scratcher as well, also just loaded all with ragworm. I will probably put some black lug out there in a bit as well, see what happens. And we've got a load of fish bait if we do need it. Anyway, likely fish here, coolies, bass, possible flounder. And obviously there's a chance of a dog or two as well. Anyway guys, so os na rhywbeth yn digwydd, byddwch chi'n dol. Right guys, first fish at the new venue. A coolie that are taking it really deep and it is bleeding. So I will ikichime this fish and it'll be one for the table. So anyway, this spot doesn't often disappoint and it hasn't again. Right, let's see if there's anything bigger or something stranger here. Normal chydig. Right guys, whiting this time, but look how deep that's taken that, really right down there. That's probably been on there for a bit. Anyway, like I said, it's taken this really deep, so this one could be cat food. Normal chydig.
I think we've got a few months of this shitty fishing now, yeah? Quiet fishing.
What is the fuck doing? Yeah.
Hands are, yeah, nothing else. Yeah, they're fucking brilliant, them. I've never seen them before. No, now I know what they are. I'll order some myself.
Right guys, last cast fish, another thing. Well, last cast on this rod anyway. I was on the 3-0 hooks as well. Not really intended for whiting, but that's how it goes. Right, I got one more rig in the water, a 3-hook loop. Give that a little bit of time. Right, normal chydig. Right guys, that's the end of that session.
Bedtime.
It's not a fantastic session again. Just that one coolie and 2 waiting for me, and 1 for Nigel, 1 waiting for Nigel, and
Nothing.
blankety blank,
Not a
checkbook
sausage.
and pen.
Not a sausage.
So it's all in all, it's not been a brilliant night fishing. But well, as for fishing's not been brilliant, but we've had a good laugh again, haven't we, Kate?
Absolutely.
Yeah, caught up and yeah, put the world to right and all that kind of thing. So back we go, plan again. Think what's what, see what the weather's doing and all that kind of thing. And
Someone's got a week off now. I wonder what he's going to be doing.
yeah, it's half term, guys. So yeah, got plenty of worms still. And there's no doubt that I'll be out chasing species over the next week. So anyway guys, until the next session, thank you for tuning in. Keep your lines tight.